The spoon chimed against fine china as I stirred my Earl Grey, watching steam curl above the Henderson dining table. Mahogany panels glowed, crystal-scattered prisms across the damask. "Shall we proceed?" my father, Victor, asked, tapping a gold pen on great-grandfather's desk. Through the tall glass, I watched container ships move along the harbor. "The downtown portfolio first," Victor announced. "Lydia receives 247 Wellington in blocks A through F." Her bracelet flashed. My mother, Camille, smiled. I sipped, letting bergamot soften the taste of favoritism. He cleared his throat. "Maritime properties. Lydia will oversee all 47 ports." A gentle touch grazed my knuckles. "Eleanor," Camille said, "you'll have the garage behind the old warehouse." "The garage will be perfect," I said. My watch hummed. Holdings transfer complete. All 47 ports, now under your control. 4 minutes, 30 seconds. I poured more tea. Victor's phone vibrated first. Then every screen in the room woke. Breaking news. Aegis Maritime Holdings completes a multi-year acquisition of 47 luxury ports. Lydia laughed, then paled. "Those are ours." The anchor recited figures. 8.4 billion closed. With proprietary automation, valuation projected near 23.7. I rose and tapped my tablet. The smart glass bloomed into live feeds. Autonomous cranes sweeping, AI-guided berths kissing the wharf, containers arranging with millimetric grace. "You built facades," I said. "I built movement." Victor stared at the windows, seeing what I had been building. The room stilled enough to hear the spoon settle. The garage would do. By midnight, I stood inside Pier 7's glass control tower, the harbor sequined beneath clouded moonlight. Banks of monitors reflected my face. "Begin soft rollout," I told Nico, operations lead, as autonomous tugs formed a corridor for the inbound freighter. "Labor Council will light us up at dawn," Nico warned. "Invite them," I said. "They deserve the controls explained by human hands." He nodded. On screen, the freighter threaded between luminous buoys as warehouse drones unspooled, rotors humming like bees. I opened a secure line to our risk officer. "Activate the guardianship protocol. No layoffs for 90 days. Retraining stipends start tomorrow. We'll replace drudgery, not livelihoods." A red blink flared. Manual override from Dock 3. I switched feeds. Lydia's convertible sat crooked by the loading arm. She was already halfway up the catwalk, hair whipped by brine. I met her halfway. "You changed the rules," she said, "so I'm changing the board." "You're welcome to try," I replied. "At least see what I built." We reached the overlook as the ship exhaled into berth. Lydia's eyes tracked the crane's articulated grace, the synchronized ballet impossible for exhausted crews. "It's elegant," she admitted, then caught herself. "And ruthless." "Not if we choose stewardship," I said, pinging the tower. The floodlights softened, the pace eased. Longshore stewards stepped onto the deck, greeted by Nico's team with headsets and coffee. "Give me one reason," Lydia said, "not to ruin you tomorrow." "Because tomorrow belongs to the workers who join us." At dawn, gulls scribbled quick commas across a lavender sky while the Labor Council filed into the pier hall. Coffee steamed, clipboards clicked. I stood at the whiteboard beside Nico, palms open. "We'll certify 3 tracks," I began. "Harbor systems, safety and stewardship, and advanced logistics. Every trainee keeps pay and seniority. No terminations during transition." A woman with wind-burned cheeks raised her hand. "I've run cranes 22 years. What happens to my back and my pride?" "You teach the simulators," I said. "And you supervise the cranes from a chair with lumbar support and a window." Murmurs softened. We walked them through control pods, fail-safes, and handover rituals. By mid-morning, the hall sounded like a class instead of a skirmish. The board convened at noon in the old map room. Victor faced me across coastlines inked a century earlier. "You embarrassed us," he said quietly. "I exposed our drift," I answered. "But I brought us home." Lydia arrived late, hair pinned, eyes steady. She placed a folder on the table. "I challenged Dock 3, she said, "and saw what you built. I can fight you, or help govern guardrails so no port becomes a machine that forgets people. I choose the latter. Silence stretched. Then Camille smiled with tired relief. Victor tapped the map of our harbor. Stewardship Committee, chaired by Lydia, he decided, and operations by Eleanor, quarterly public audits, profit tied to safety and retention metrics. Outside, the freighter's horn rolled like a benediction. I exhaled. The city met the sea. The future met its workers. And for once, everyone had room to move.